niggas to my next life. Had to get it out the mud sometimes the whole night. Grew up in the slums, nigga, you would say it's trife. I never had it made, nigga, I had to get it right. Finna ball on these niggas to my next life. Had to get it out the mud sometimes the whole night. Grew up in the slums, nigga, you would say it's trife. I never had it made, nigga, I had to get it right. Never had it switch a nigga, never had it made. I ain't get no allowance, had to get out and get paid. I done carry glizzes and carry shakes in that cage. Done finesse niggas and some more, I had to make a way. Grew up in the slums, nigga, my city the slummest. And we got the murder rate, siren steady coming. I done had a bad shit, wasn't even the bummest. That's why I told myself I had to go and make some money. Got it out the mud, don't fuck with niggas like a stud. Cause niggas snakes back doing when you show them love. Everybody wanna be a gangster, everybody thugs. I never had a choice, that shit that's really in my blood. Finna ball on these niggas to my next life. Had to get it out the mud sometimes the whole night. Grew up in the slums, nigga, you would say it's trife. I never had it made, nigga, I had to get it right. Finna ball on these niggas to my next life. Had to get it out the mud sometimes the whole night. Grew up in the slums, nigga, you would say it's trife. I never had it made, nigga, I had to get it right. My life was trife, it was where I had shit nice. Mama a single parent, daddy barely in my life. That shit made me a soldier, all my life I had to fight. Oprah Winfrey ugly, searching I don't even write. Never understood the cap that these niggas rap. It's really niggas out here living this, don't wanna trap. Wishing I wake up from this nap to see my little brother. Lord, tell me why you had to take my little brother. Steady taking L's, I never fail, I never tell. I'm back in that cell, for mines I'm going to hell. For mines I'm going to bail, for mines I'm going to jail. I don't like it, oh well. Finna ball on these niggas to my next life. Had to get it out the mud sometimes the whole night. Grew up in the slums, nigga, you would say it's trife. I never had it made, nigga, I had to get it right. Finna ball on these niggas to my next life. Had to get it out the mud sometimes the whole night. Grew up in the slums, nigga, you would say it's trife. I never had it made, nigga, I had to get it right.
Welcome to the greatest show in the world.
The Spillover.
You already know it's Drake Lockhead. It's Reggie, Big Bruh. They not here. We doing a special podcast. It's crazy. I never thought I'd get this to happen. I have
Special Easter edition.
Special Easter edition. We did this out of the blue. We've been drinking a little bit, and
I thought it was Resurrection.
you know, oh, here we go. You see how it's going already. All right, it's a very special edition. You got some tipsy folks up in here. We got my beautiful wife, her sister, my sister-in-law, and her handsome boy. Other half over here. It's real cool. I never thought I'd get this happening on here. Let's talk. Oh, babe.
Just the vibe.
Just leave it alone. You ain't got to turn it. I got the mic down.
It's cool. The list still on there.
All right. Y'all talking that mic.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, okay. That's the right mic. That's two. All right. We finna get it cracking. So when we was playing a game, we had some questions going around, and it was a question asked: is it appropriate for adults to take advantage of Easter by putting liquor and lottery tickets in Easter eggs?
Hold on, Trick. I'm trying to share this for my people.
Are you okay?
You know I got people.
She gotta do her promotion. That's what's up. Get your thing. You got the link on there?
I'm on your page.
I ain't got my phone. I ain't over here doing what I'm supposed to be doing because I'm trying to do the intro. You know how I go.
Big bro.
It's Reggie, man. Had to do they voice. Okay.
You capping.
Yeah, I am. All right, hold on. I got you. I'm finna share the link so we can get it out there.
The spill.
The spill. Are you
Spill Over podcast?
Yes. Hold on. I'm finna share it for you.
Share it so they can hear little sis when she over here looking like a church mother. Everybody needs to hear her side of the story.
What? This ain't no tell-all. We don't do
Very
that.
much. I'm here for my little sister.
We don't do.
Always.
We don't do personal information over the airway.
I'm team brother-in-law and team little sister always.
We don't do person. Like I said, we talking about Easter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what are you talking about?
Both ways. I'm still little sis and brother-in-law.
We talking about Easter. The
Easter
question
and
was,
resurrection is two different things, though.
what was the
That's the
question?
comment. That's
Can
the
we
comment.
get back on the question? I got all the listeners know I got to control the situation because sometimes people go off rector, and we got to get things back straight. All right, we got another Reggie. In this rug.
Because
Shout out
they
to
acting
Reggie.
like they shy and quiet, like they don't
No.
understand what we doing.
We haven't even started the conversation.
Okay.
You are over here
All right.
hijacking everything right now.
Uh-oh.
It's all good though.
All right, hold on. We got it going live. Okay, the exclusive. I called it the exclusive edition. The spillover. Hold on. Let me.
Reggie. Like, what you doing?
Hold on. Copy. All right, I'm finna share it real quick so we can get it out there.
Get into it.
All right.
Let's do it.
All right, I got it on my page now.
I feel like there needs to be some music. I'm sorry. I can't do nothing without music.
You gotta make your own beat in the back. I told her she could play for like 15 seconds in the back. Come on, DJ. If you ain't gonna talk, you gotta handle that, babe.
At least.
Come on. 15 seconds and cut it off. Look, they like, he think he's slick. Yeah, I'm cheating the system. I don't care. Turn it down, son. It's too loud. There we go.
Find that instrumental.
Special edition. Alright. Oh, shoot. I should have tagged y'all in it. Hold on. I can edit it.
Here come the baby.
Oh, my God. There's no baby here in the studio because that's where we do this show at.
Okay.
Golly.
Okay.
Oh man, we should have gave her the script, y'all, beforehand. Come on, Raj, you can do it.
I get it.
You can do it.
You got the spill?
All right, let's go. Let's go on this question. I done shared it, everything. All right, who's gonna speak first?
The person that had the question. Get into it, little sis. You
I
asked the question.
I turned her mic off. Do you want? She said she didn't want to talk. All right. Okay. Go ahead, Will. Get into it.
What we talking about?
What do you think? What do you think?
You gotta ask the question.
The question was, are
Is it? Do you think it's appropriate?
do you think Easter is appropriate? I mean, do you think adults are being appropriate? She loved that word. As far as taking advantage of Easter egg hunts with adding liquor and scratch offs, yeah, and stuff like that.
Well,
They making money off it too, cause
yeah.
to get in them Easter egg hunts, you gotta pay a certain fee.
Period.
Well,
Yeah,
I think it's two different things. We're talking about. You have Resurrection Sunday, right? So I believe in the Bible. So I believe in the reason behind.
he's not an atheist, y'all.
Right.
See,
I'm not
my
an
boo.
atheist. So I believe that Christ was here
And on the
He
third
died.
day.
and He rose again,
Ooh,
and that's why
shot,
we.
oh, shot.
That's why we, originally celebrate what we call Easter, the pagan terminology for the
I think
holiday. Passover, Resurrection Sunday, all those different terminologies that we use. But but to answer your question, do I think it's wrong for someone to commercialize and take advantage of that holiday as something other than what I necessarily believe. I don't. I think because God gave us all free will. Right?
Amen.
He put us here on earth to make our own decisions, and although that may not be everyone's perspective, does it make it wrong? I don't say that it makes it wrong.
They are who they are.
They are, yeah. I mean, we all adults. We all human. We all believe we all believe what we believe, and that's what it is. You know,
that's
what I mean?
good. So you would never down somebody else because they believe something else.
No, I mean that's God didn't. Jesus didn't. When he was here, he didn't down anyone because they didn't believe anything else. Just because they didn't.
Well, he said he loved the people that was crucifying him.
Right. I mean, because
They
at the
told
end of the
him
day,
to rest on the Sabbath.
they turned up. They turned because what he said was what he said.
Yeah.
And it came to pass. So, you know,
Jesus said he wasn't participating in what they was doing back then. Literally, God sent Jesus here to show a different. I'm sorry, let me shut up.
Go ahead.
My church girl jumped out on me.
That's all good.
She in here preaching, yeah.
My church girl jumped out. But I'm saying there's a difference between Easter and resurrection.
I believe.
And there's a
agree with that.
difference between Passover. There's a difference between all of those holidays.
So what they be blending it together?
I think that people may blend it together and they may confuse it. But I think that if you're celebrating, even think about Muslims, they have Ramadan.
Yeah.
Whatever it is around this time.
You know, like what's that? Hanukkah.
Yes.
A lot.
Christmas.
Yeah, a lot of them kind of shorten it up just to get to the point.
But think about it, when actual Jesus, because I'm a Christian and I believe that when Jesus himself actually came down here, he respected all that. Came down here. He respected that's not very St. Louis country. Came down here. He respected all of that because that's what God sent him down here to do. There's not there's one God.
So you a firm believer?
I'm a believer in God. There's one God. I don't disrespect if you are Muslim, if you're a Christian, if you're Jewish, if you all that. We believe in one God. There had to be a maker. Even scientists believe that somebody had to do this, right? And now I ain't finna do this with your people, but I just with your audience. But I just feel like this. I separate it off. Like I told my sister, Christmas, all of those things, you separate off. 4th of July, all those things. You have pagan holidays. You have just regular human holidays. You have Christian holidays. And I've traveled the world. You notice, brother-in-law, I've traveled the world. And I've seen people celebrate and appreciate different things. And I respect their culture. So they may not believe what I believe, but guess what? They believe something. So it may not be the same thing I believe, and it may not be Jesus the Messiah. I have family members that are not Christians, right? But you believe in, everyone believes in one God. There's a God.
No, everybody don't believe in
They
God.
don't. You're
No,
right.
everybody don't believe in
But
God.
there's the Big Bang Theory, and there's all that, and there's me and my master's, my MBA, and all those things. But guess what? You have to realize that something had to happen to make this happen, because there's no way that nature is working the way nature works without some type of leader. Right. There's no way that things work, even this earth. Just the whole.
One thing be funny to me is when people say they don't believe in nothing, and then when something's about to happen to them, they start praying to somebody.
They pray for something.
Yeah, they saying, "Help me." Please.
And that's why I say I will never down someone about their beliefs. You may believe in this God, I may believe in that God. We may have different all these things, but guess what? It's human nature. We need because guess what? We're all humans. We're immortal. Is it immortal?
No,
mortal. We're mortal. We're all mortal.
I wish I was immortal.
Right. So there's an immortal being that we have to believe in. Even scientists will tell you something had to create this. It didn't just. There's the Big Bang Theory.
Wait. Can we kind of move on? Because I want to. No, wait. I want to touch on what you just said. you said something had to create it. So on
Scientifically.
scientifically. So if that's true, all right, do you believe that there's other beings out there?
Very much. Let me tell you something. Specifically, me being a Christian, the Bible.
Yeah.
God said, "Oh, oops, my bad, messed up. Next, Noah. Next, my bad. Next, what? Lot. Oops, my bad." Like Adam, Eve, like he had times where he would like wipe out whole. So now everybody acting like I'm crazy because I'm very much specific about my beliefs. It will be times that God will say, "Oops," because He created man, black man, in His image. I'm gonna say it again. Black man was the first man that God created. Because okay, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to lose your subscribers, but I believe that the black man.
My subscribers. You're not gonna lose them. They love this type of stuff.
I believe that the black man is the first man and the best man and the man. I'm sorry. So I feel like God made man in His image. Man. I'm gonna shut up right there. My man is telling me to shut up.
I ain't telling you to shut up.
But I feel like God made man in His image, and He made us as a little side to help the man.
And because shut up and be quiet.
I'm gonna shut up.
I didn't tell you to shut up.
I'm gonna shut up. But God,
I'm not gonna say that to
man
you.
in
But
His image, and
I
He
was
is very
saying-
much a black man,
Be
black man who is invisible. Sorry. So I'm gonna shut up.
So the question was, what was the question again?
We went back to. I'm
we went
sorry,
to
Easter.
Yeah, we on Easter.
No, we the second
When
question.
we moved on, do you believe there's another being out there? If believing that, you know what I'm saying, that
There are aliens.
I don't know, but I believe that there could be. I mean, I think that
It is.
there are so many different things that have happened, things that have appeared, things that people cannot explain. That
shit, we can't even explain us.
We can't explain
Bible.
like none of. Just like you said, from the
As
beginning,
a Christian,
like scientists
the Bible.
cannot explain how we even came into existence.
As a Christian, and this is an argument I have with people. As a Christian, the Bible.
The Bible what?
As a Christian, the Bible. Noah, Lot,
Yeah.
his wife, all those things that happen.
But
if you believe
can I tell
it,
you my opinion about that? Yeah, if you believe it. My opinion about the Bible. Just my opinion. The Bible is the greatest story ever told. Greatest story ever told, and it was published and changed by so many authors. Okay, so some of the stories can be relatable to life. It's like like how
It's a hodgepodge of different.
yeah.
different authors.
So one of my favorite books is this book called "Attitude Is Everything." Okay, and it was about the different type of attitudes you have in a business world, how people perceive you, and if they want to do business with you or not, by coming in there confident or knowing what you're talking about. Okay, so Attitude Is Everything is a positive, uplifting, motivational book.
That's how you look at the Bible.
That's how I look at the Bible. It back then they didn't have TV, they didn't have radio, they didn't have none of that. Right. What was the biggest dominator of public eye was literature, and if you can read, you was considered royal and loyal and royal, and you were intelligent. So everybody was trying to read everything they could. I just like. The Bible is just like one of the greatest stories because we hang on to things. Look how we trying to idolize like Egyptian temples and celebrities.
It happened.
You know what I mean?
So I guess my question then to you would be: so you don't believe I hear.
I believe in a
that it's
higher
the
power.
greatest- okay.
I believe in a higher power.
Yeah.
So do you believe
Yes.
that any of the events that have been,
I think they're
depicted in the
stretched.
Bible have
They
been
were fabricated.
So fabricate. So if I tell my wife, Tyson lost his tooth by jumping over a bridge, and she tell Rosalind, Tyson lost his tooth jumping over
Right.
some.
So it's like the game
Right.
we played in
Yeah,
grade school.
and
You
then-
tell-
and-
where you
But
Yeah.
the
pass
reason,
the message
let me
on,
let
and
me
the
tell you what I
message
feel about
changes
that
over
time.
in the Bible. What I feel about that in the Bible.
And whoever
is-
tells the best story get the
right,
best.
Right.
But
But
think about
this-
this. There was a story. Something happened.
Something happened. Yeah.
It wasn't just. It was.
John Henry, he was a real man.
So let's talk about that. So you just mentioned that everyone tells the story, and then at the end, the story is different, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, however, in the New Testament, right, in the Bible, in the New Testament, there was a story of Jesus, right?
Yeah.
And that story was told over and over and over again, and written down by different authors. You had Matthew,
Yeah,
John,
yeah.
Luke, all these disciples, right?
Yeah.
That were
Around
supposedly-
him at the
that
time.
supposedly walked with him, that were his friends, that were his disciples, and that story was told and retold, and each time the story that was
Changed a
retold
little
it changed slightly,
Yeah.
but the story was predominantly the same across all those books,
Right.
and from each of those viewpoints. So from that perspective, I believe that the events had to have taken
Something
place.
happened.
The main plot of that event was that there was a man named Jesus that was here
Yeah.
on this earth. He walked,
And they would tell him everything that happened.
and
But even
What-
think about it, Rick. Y'all got 4 children. Think about it. Today, prime example. One gonna come in here and say, "She did this and then I had did that." You gonna
Hey.
hear 3-4 different stories, but something happened.
Stop telling
They
them all
didn't-
my business.
I'm not. But I'm saying, as your sister-in-law, something did happen. You know what I mean? That's how I view the Bible. We may not have the exact, specific, real. Because again, like I told you, I'm the type that like to know the behind the scenes. I grew up in church, and my dad's a pastor, but I want to study things. I want to know. So something happened.
But that's what I'm. This is what I'm saying.
You can't take away that it happened.
Have you ever
It
read
may
the
have
Quran?
got-
Have you ever read the Quran?
Yeah. Yes.
They're talking about the same God.
That's
They're talking
what
about
did
the
I say,
same
Drake?
God.
Everybody has a God,
All of them talking about the same thing.
but they have
And they
different
all-
accounts of how it happened.
That's what I'm saying.
But
So,
what the thing is, it happened though. You can't say it didn't happen.
but you got strong Christians and you got open Christians.
Mm-hmm.
You got Christians that are willing to say your account may have happened, but I believe in mine.
So
But you
Drake-
got some Christians that say we talking about religion and
That's
Easter.
my little sister, y'all. That's my baby sister right here.
This is Easter.
Sister-in-law,
This
wife.
is Easter.
we'll bring it back. We'll bring
This
it back to it.
lockhead wife, y'all know about her.
We
That's
we
my
we
baby.
we
We're gonna bring it back.
we
there.
talking about all the
But even
factors
in that,
of Easter.
and like Tyra just brought up, I'm sorry, my sister just brought up, it may not be the way that we've been taught. I believe it is, but it may have
Buddhism,
been,
they talk about
Mike Wu
Buddhism.
said, it may have been changed. You know what I mean? A bit, but you can't say there's not a story.
I
Like
didn't.
told
I
you
didn't say
today,
that. I just said if you believe in a higher power, I and everybody talks about a famous person named Jesus back in the
That don't
day.
even have to be his name.
That's what I'm saying. Jesus.
That was his name because he's
Yeah,
mentioned-
yeah.
He's
But
mentioned in all-
but they
in all
said
of them.
but they
Now,
said
there
at
were
that
different
time the
perspectives.
J
Right,
wasn't even
right,
in the
right.
You can say
alphabet.
it
Right,
differently.
right.
It
Yeah.
could be whatever.
Yeah, it was
It don't have
something
to be
else.
his name.
But-
I'm there for it. I'm a
but-
Christian. It don't
Yeah.
have to be his
Even-
name.
Even in the Quran, the existence that he existed is
I have
it's
family that's
undeniable,
Jehovah's
right?
Witnesses
The-
that
the-
say he wasn't
He
this,
was
that,
here.
or that.
But
Now,
Allah,
they may have,
but
they may have-
Allah was it wasn't.
They may have
They-
looked at him as a different person, or
Well,
as,
no,
not
some
as a
of-
prophet.
Some
or,
Christians try to relate Muslims with them and say Allah is Jesus. Y'all talking about the same dude, but that's a whole different
whole
character.
different character. The whole,
Yeah.
Allah is is God.
But
That's the higher being.
Let's back up off of Jesus and let's talk about God. Because like I said from the beginning, there's a higher being. There's one God. So guess what? I don't give no care about what his son was, who walked the earth, who did not walk the earth, but somebody made this earth.
What if he was created from another planet?
Maybe. But even scientists would tell you, even God said, God created the earth.
Yeah.
There were other planets.
Because I definitely don't believe that ain't shit. Because if that's the case, a monkey would have been changed.
Genesis.
You know what I'm saying?
Tell them about it, sis. Genesis 1
Why would a monkey stay a monkey?
Listen, Genesis 1 and 1. It said, in the beginning, God created the earth. He didn't say there wasn't other planets. He said, we're talking about the earth. And we're not disputing at all that there's not other planets, there's not other beings. Because listen, I believe it. I
think you say the sun first and then the earth, right?
And the beginning.
Do it say the earth or the sun first? That's important.
1 and 1.
So I think
I wonder what it say.
I think the first thing that he did was.
Let me tell you something.
It said something about a dark. It was
Listen,
darkness everywhere.
Darkness,
it was darkness everywhere.
In the midst of darkness.
The first thing he said was, "Let there be light."
Let there be light. That's probably sun.
So then he created the sun.
Yeah.
Then he separated the earth.
I may have lost my mind a little bit. I may have did what I did.
From there,
but I'm gonna reach out a new international version. I'm not gonna go King James, all that. I'm not gonna do all that random stuff. But it said.
I told you what it said.
That's what. In the beginning. What did it say?
What was the first act?
In the beginning, God created the heavens and earth. An S.
Right, but he created the heavens and earth. But what was his first
Now, the
command?
earth was formless.
What was his first command, though?
Now, I'm telling you, Genesis 1 and
I
1.
heard you. The first command,
And
God
you
said
notice
what?
he said heavens with an S. There's not just one heaven. So we may be talking about multiple planets. We may be talking about multiple beings. He just told us when he created our land, the earth. Earth is only one of the planets, right?
I agree.
As a Christian, Earth is only one planet.
She preaching in her, yeah.
Like no, for real. If we're gonna be real, it's only one. It said in the beginning, he created the heavens with an S.
S.
And the earth.
And the earth.
And the earth.
And the earth. That's
Did he
what I'm
say
saying.
earths?
He just said earth. There was no S on earth. And that's why this is what I tell people.
But that could have been a typo. That could have been a typo. That could have been.
Listen,
we know it was recreated.
It was
this
not.
book
I
was
have a whole
recreated.
master's degree.
Ooh, you make a mess.
God himself let us know. God himself.
He doing my drops.
God himself let us know. There's other planets. He said the heavens with an S and the earth. There's not an S behind earth. The only thing he specified for us, because that's all that matters to us, was earth. The earth was this, the earth was that. I made man, I made this, I made a woman for man, I made all these other things. Y'all don't got to worry about those other things. They exist. But that's not your business because I'm God. You know what I mean?
The spillover.
The spillover.
She's preaching.
I've had this discussion with my parents.
She finna play this back tomorrow. Like, what the heck? Cause I
No trick. I've had this argument with my parents. Like, it's more to this world than earth. He said it. He said heavens with an S.
That S is important.
He said that.
It is
He
important.
only told us
It's
about
in all the
earth.
versions too.
And he only told us about the part that pertained to us when he made Adam. You think he didn't make all these other planets? You think God himself don't understand these planets?
It's
Those
just,
planets
but
don't
it's
matter
all,
to
but
us.
you know what's so crazy about it? It's just so amazing. Just
That's
that we're
what
having
really
this, that we're sitting here arguing about this particular subject and having a difference of opinion about how this happened or how that happened. Or whatever. The whole point is that something happened.
Something
happened when we can't explain it. No one can explain it.
That's why I don't try to.
No one knows what happened.
That's why I don't try to.
There.
But I try to stay in my lane.
Yeah.
And I just talk about
But
what
me being me,
what
I
I believe.
research that.
Yeah, I just talk about
what I believe.
I talk about what I'm fascinated about because at being human, that's one thing you can say we all are is curious.
Not all,
very much.
some don't give a care.
No, everybody's curious.
No, some be like, God is. My parents specifically be like, God made Earth, and then I don't want to question God and I'm like, no.
Well,
so-
I want to know.
But
why.
that curiosity made them go to Christianity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody's curious.
But they
might
Christian.
but you find something that's your niche and you stick with it. You was
But I feel
some
like this.
curious got you to that point.
My thing was this. I was the type that said, hold on. These scientists saying this. These other people, these other religions saying this. I'm looking at fossils. I'm looking at dinosaurs. Looking at all these things. There has to be an explanation.
What? Go ahead. Man.
No, I was just gonna say, either you stand for something, or you fall for anything. So,
But you can
I mean-
stand and still be smart. You
Yeah,
can
I agree.
stand.
but at some
You can believe and you can still say, but hold on.
But what's one thing about religions? Like the oldest religion known to man is not known to man. The biggest religion right now is Catholics. Catholics are the richest right now. Okay, and what's one thing about their religion has done by the years and years? It's changed. They didn't got looser with things, and it always changes.
The exact Bible said there is.
Yes.
It is. But hold on, I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna Google it, but I'm gonna tell you this: the exact Bible
Because they was a
said-
part of Christian Crusades,
I'm
and they was
looking
going
up
around
and
killing
give you the
people because they
exact
weren't Christian.
Verse in scripture, but the Bible said there's nothing new under the sun. The exact Bible says this. But let me tell you this: no, you can find if you want to, you can find a scripture that would apply to anything you want to apply to. You can make it. Think about homosexuality.
All right, now
Think about how people
now
have
on that,
taken scriptures
let me
to
say,
me that
I
don't
believe-
have nothing to do
let
with
me- let me-
homosexuality, but they make
Let
it.
me tell you on that. I believe that too about the Bible because, like I said, when something happens in my life, I go to that book and read it and be like, "Damn, that's what's up."
Thank you.
But if I text you right now, fuck, you can read it and translate that
Mm-hmm.
10 different ways.
Yeah,
Because our brain allows us to do that. Our brain will say, "Oh, he trying to say," or I might be like, "Damn, I just hit a car," and I'm saying, "Fuck, I fucked up," or something else. You know what I'm saying? But you could do that with the Bible. Like I can read it and be like, "Oh, this is
what's
for
in
me."
you gonna come out. Per the Bible, if you have an accident, you ain't gonna say that word. You gonna say Jesus. You gonna
that was an example. That was an example.
That's what
That
I'm
was an
saying.
example. That was
That's
an
why
example.
I'm saying as a
Okay, let me
teacher.
give you a good word. If I say, "Okay,"
All right.
you can translate that 8 different ways. I can really be
8 different.
I
That's
can
why
really
I'm telling you.
or a million different ways. You could think I'm like okay, happy, but I'm really pissed at you. Like okay, I'm done.
Happy. I know all those things. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying because I grew up in church. I am a pastor's kid, but I also am very much an analytical, researching type person that
Y'all
look
been drinking a little
things
bit too,
up.
so.
Yeah,
Oh, I said that in the beginning, remember?
I don't drink. Amen. Jesus. Jesus said, "Don't drink until drinking."
Ooh, you make a
What did he
man.
say? Drunken. I don't remember the scripture, but I don't drink. But anyway,
Okay.
what I'm saying is this: like you can make things. That's why I use the example I used. I remember Raya and Tyson ran up the stairs today at the exact same time. They had 2 different stories.
Now you saying that name.
Right.
I'm sorry. My niece and my nephew ran up the stairs.
She been drinking.
Now she just
I don't
related them
drink.
to who they
Jesus
was.
is real. He is risen today, and amen. And God is good. God is great.
Let us
Thank the Lord.
Hey,
follow
okay.
instructions.
What was y'all?
Can't
Wait,
follow
hold on. What was y'all first prayer when y'all was little? Was it this? God is good. God is great.
Nope,
Let us
it
thank you
was,
for our food.
Lord is
Amen.
my shepherd, I
Jesus
shall
Christ.
not want.
My first prayer was Jesus wept.
Amen.
Oh yeah, that was the one I did on Easter
Right.
every
Amen.
time.
But
The
this
shortest
is what-
one.
The shortest one. That was the first
Amen.
thing I was taught. Jesus
Like I was saying, I had a niece and a nephew today. It may not have been y'all children, but I had a niece and a nephew come today. I was in my parents' house. They walked up the steps, and they had two different stories. What? They had the same story, but they told it two different ways. And that's why I brought it up. Because guess what? One thing happened, and they had two accounts of it. And if you ask the other two that was down there, they probably had a different account of it. That's why I'm just saying, you can't say things don't happen. It's just a matter of perception. You turn me off? He gonna turn me off because I hit her.
Right.
If I turn you off, why you get closer back to the mic?
Right. She all lip in the microphone.
I was just talking about perception. I was raised to believe God is nothing else, holiness is nothing else. But I use my brain and my personality and my thoughts and my everything to really.
You went out to try to figure it out.
Right, I figured out. And guess what? It's been times that I was like, God, dog, I thought I was so smart, but I can't outsmart that. I'm not saying that there's not certain things. That's just a myth that we pass down, or a thing that we pass down as a generational thing. But there has been times that I have specifically tried to prove wrong, and I couldn't do nothing with it. But be like, well, God doggone me, you sure proved me right. But there are other things. There are a lot of things, specifically just as black people, just African Americans, that we pass down as beliefs. You know what I mean? There's African American beliefs. There is slavery. All those things happen. There's generational curses. There's all these things. You got me started. All y'all want me to shut up now. Everybody want me to shut up now. But I'm telling you, I've studied these things.
I
and
didn't
I've
tell you
learned
to shut up. You talk.
But what I'm saying is there's things that I don't believe that my parents taught me. Again, I'm going to say this again. My dad is a whole pastor. I grew up in church. And there's things that I don't believe. And there's also things that I never told my parents that they told me A plus 1 plus 2 plus B plus C plus 4 equals 7. And I was like, God doggone you, how did you know that? I sat back and said, you told me everything I just did yesterday. You know what I mean? There has been times where I would literally say, God, if you real, because me being me, I would say, if you so real, you so powerful, I'm going to do this, that, and the other, and then you're going to do that, and he would do it. But there's also other things where it would be very much pagan, and I would be like, That's why I'm just in the middle. That's all I'm going to say. That's my final answer.
Hold on now.
God is very much real.
Okay.
And
So you're not choosing a side. You are.
Per him, he said.
No, he said he much rather you not.
Per him, he said you can't be lukewarm.
Right. He don't want you to. He don't believe in me, or believe in me. Don't be in the middle.
But guess what?
Can't be in the middle.
Per everything I just said, that
Also,
person.
y'all God is a forgiving God.
Absolutely.
He's a loving, forgiving
So
God.
he ain't gonna mind you doing.
And
He
I
already know that
punishing,
she gonna do
believing
that.
God. But I also have a punishing. I have a punishing real God, and that's why I keep saying what I'm saying is this: He gives us what? Free will. So sometimes He may say, "Oh, you think you're smarter than me? You think it's another? I'm gonna show you." And sometimes it may just be my choice, human nature, because this is the one thing about God that I learned from the Bible. He wanted humans to choose. He gave us Adam and Eve. What did he give them? He said, listen, you can have everything out here, but that one tree. He just wanted them to choose. He wanted them, and that's just the story that we were told.
That's the story
right?
we showed. So let's talk about that though.
Maybe if that was
maybe
that was a lie.
that whole tree of goodness and evil and
knowledge, the knowledge of good and evil.
The knowing of good and evil.
Let me talk about this.
Go ahead.
Y'all trying to turn me off.
So just that whole thing. So
It's on.
people, I just feel like that whole situation changed everything.
But
Because all the things that we're
was
talking about
true.
right now we would not be able to talk about these things had that whole event, if it took place, had taken place, right?
Which brings you back to the conversation we've had. If it did take place, what do we have? A very narcissist God.
Here we go. Ooh, so
We
God,
had
so
a
you say God.
God-
So you're saying God is
I'm
narcissistic.
saying,
That's what I'm saying.
I'm saying we had a God that said, I'm omnipresent, I'm omniomnipotent, I'm all these things.
But I'm going to give you a choice.
I'm gonna give you a choice because I want you to
Choose
serve
me.
me because you want to.
So.
But I know the
does it-
outcome
does
if
it-
you don't.
But you know what? Does this make it seem like this is the thing that I y'all remember the
I'm
movie?
giving
Y'all
you a
remember
choice,
Eddie
but
Murphy?
If you don't choose,
Y'all
what I
remember?
want you to choose,
No,
you're done.
y'all remember Eddie Murphy's movie with Warner and
Coming to America. That's all.
No,
I
not
know.
Coming to America.
That's all.
Talking about with the tree.
Nah, when he
A
was
deed.
when he was a
Mr.
bum.
Weber
He was a
had
bum. He
two-
became
I became rich.
he became rich.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Warner
Trading
and
Places.
Trading Places. There you go.
Places.
There you
Trading
go.
Places,
So
yeah.
y'all remember that, right?
I've seen the movie,
So
I said it.
so look.
I was
So
finna say
just-
Beverly Hills Cop.
but
That's
think about it
crazy.
though.
I've never seen that movie. But I
What you
said
just
that.
referenced, right, about God being narcissistic.
And
right?
I just said the name of the movie. I've never seen.
You
it.
did. But what you just referenced though, listen.
But that's why I'm telling you, life is.
Can you stay on this subject?
Let him,
What you-
I
let
just
him
referenced
get.
a movie I never seen.
Okay,
Let him
me
get
finish
his
my
thought
thought.
out.
Can I get my thought?
That's my booyah.
So what you just referenced though, right? Doesn't it seem like it makes it seem like there was some type of bet or that there was someone else.
It was
There was God and another God,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Look, I bet you
The
that if I
devil-
make this people right
that
here,
was just as
they
powerful
gon'
as him.
they gon'
Well,
they gon' worship me."
That's what
Lucifer.
the Greek guys did,
Right.
With Hercules.
Right. So that's
But
that's my.
Lucifer-
So this is my. I believe in God. Right. I believe in God.
You better.
But there's a but to it too, because in the Bible it talks about other gods. It talks there are other gods.
That's
and there's
what
other
Well, have I not been
beings. That's
saying
what
that?
the angel of
Did
death.
I not say
Right,
the S?
Like what was his name?
you said
Did I-
heavens.
I've been saying S.
You said heavens, right?
Listen,
So you think
there's
that there were other
S's,
gods that
there's
created their
multiple
own
everything.
heaven?
There's a
That what you're
God
saying?
of. Even Lucifer was a god.
Correct.
That's why he cast him out
Well,
of
he
heaven.
was an angel.
He was an angel. He wasn't.
Listen,
He
he
was-
was not a regular angel. Because there was plenty angels in heaven, but Lucifer
He was
had
the
a
most
different.
He was
loyal
the
angel.
most loyal
No,
angel. He was his
Lucifer
favorite.
had a power
No,
that was different.
God loved music.
Yeah.
And Lucifer
And he was the god
of
of
music. He was the angel of music. He wasn't
Okay.
the god of
He
music.
wasn't godly.
He's a fallen angel. He was
Yeah.
not a god.
Lucifer.
He was not a
Is
god.
a god with a small G.
He was not a god.
There are listen. There's a God with a
was not a
capital
god.
G. Y'all don't know that. Y'all don't know that. There's gods with capital G's and there's a God with lowercase.
Okay,
lowercase
I didn't
G's.
hear that one. How,
You've
teach
never
me
heard
about
of
that.
that?
Never heard
Because you
about
can
that.
say God. A lot of people say that.
God.
that,
Is it God and God?
A lot of people say
What?
the Muslim God has a lowercase G.
Well,
G-O-D. But God himself, God, the
if you-
omnipresent God, is capital G.
Look, wait. Look in the Bible though. Look in the Bible.
And
That-
he would, in
Wait,
the
wait,
Bible,
wait,
he
wait,
would
wait,
reference
listen.
gods with the lowercase
No.
G.
That's because they reference the word God when they say refer to
When
him.
they
as-
would praise people.
no.
And they would have different powers.
Let him talk. Let people talk.
Okay, you're right.
When God
Put my phone up, go.
oh when look in the Bible look at the Bible. That's why I was worried.
I'm fine.
You got to keep it facing towards the weight. Yeah, that's why you don't pull it. Yeah, keep it facing towards the weight. But no. In the Bible, when they phrase the word God, they use it as a plural noun. They use it as referring to his name. But when they say the gods, they use a lowercase g. Like when they referring to multiple gods, they use a lowercase g.
And that's also in the actual Bible. That's actual in the actual Bible. They would say, remember when God said, you calling on your God, but I am the God. So it was a time, there was a people that believed in like this God that was witchcraft or whatever. And he was a lowercase God. And remember they had a whole
I got
they,
a lowercase God and there's a big case God.
There
What you
is.
saying? Okay. I
And
got you.
and so they said, we call our God, he can do this, that, and the other. And they kept calling on him, he ain't come. Because guess what? He has to answer to the God.
Right.
They kept saying, make it rain, God, make it rain. And it was everybody was standing there looking stupid. And because God said, I am not to be mocked. I am not your, you know what I mean? Like the God with the big G said, now, y'all don't play with me because I'm very much a church girl, said, that's not what I'm here for. I'm not here to prove my existence.
To prove that
right.
I'm
to do
here
right.
or that-
I'm not trying to do all these things. They were doing like these little. Well, if we bring snakes out, this I'm not touching nothing.
That was somebody's phone.
All right. If we do this, the guy, because he was like a guy. Like think of Native Americans. They would do like certain rain dances and things like that. And he was like, I'm not that guy that you can just call up on your, you know what I mean? When you want to call up on me, I am the God that made this earth.
I can use the bathroom. Keep talking.
That you gonna tell the people out in
I don't care. I got a thief.
But yeah, in the Bible. So this is what I'm saying. I'm very, 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 very much that church girl that gonna give y'all the Bible. I can't tell you where it said, what it said, but it's there. While Tyra ain't that. She was our baby. And you know what I mean? But I had that. But guess what? Oh, where my other people can't say, oh, that was Genesis 5:13. That was St. Matthew. I can't even say that. But what I'm saying is, I grew up in the same house and I was taught all these things. And I got to the point when I said, I hear what you're saying, but I need to learn it for myself. I'm going to keep telling people. I got to a point where I learned it for myself. That's the difference.
But it's still a matter of, it still comes back to belief.
That's why I
What
was
you
trying
believe
to
in,
tell my
you know?
brother-in-law, just today, the kids came up with a couple different stories. They all had different stories. It was the same story, but it was in different ways. That was my soda. She think it's her soda, but it's my soda. And that's my soda. You know what I mean? Like, it's a point where it's like, it's a story there. That's why I always tell people, you may not believe the story, but there's a story. There's a difference between the and a. Because again, I'm the type. I'm the type that's gonna research things. Okay. A story may not be wrong, may not be right, but there's the story. Or the story may not be right. I'm sorry.
You know, she.
You're so stupid. Get that out of my face. It's nobody. And that's why we love Drake.
I mean, it all boils down to
You
love
said
God.
Names. Well, you cannot follow instructions.
Will, this is
You
Drake's
cannot
podcast. You think you don't know his name?
Instructions.
This is Drake's
Love
podcast.
God.
Ain't God.
I mean, that's what it boils down to.
I believe that Drake is a God. All of us are a.
We all love God.
No, she believes that
We
everyone
all
is a
are
God.
a portion of God.
We all.
What's
She believes
God
every.
said
what's
he
that
made
song? What's
man
that? What's
in
that?
his image.
What's that gospel song? It's called "The God in Me."
Yep.
Mary,
Mary.
Mary.
There it is.
Mary,
right there.
Mary.
All right.
Skip a song. I'm going back to the word. He said, God said he made
His own
man
image.
in his image. That woman was made because man should not be alone.
Why you throw your hand up when you
I'm
said
done with
that? Why did you?
Because
Hold on. Why,
people act like I'm
why,
stupid when I say
why
these
did
things.
you throw your
God
hand
made
up?
man. The very first man.
Some reverb.
She stepped on the thing.
That was wrong. That
So
was,
I disconnected it.
No, you gotta fix the thing. It was back feed. You gotta hear it in the headphones. We'll
We
hear
don't
it.
have headphones.
You all right?
Y'all too.
You all right? It's back. But yeah,
Drake, let us get on your podcast.
yeah, there's nothing wrong with it, man. Yeah, y'all done talking about God?
We
No,
not.
I mean, I
But thank you very much, brother-in-law. I've been trying to get on my brother-in-law podcast
appropriate-
forever, and he never let me on here because he's scared what I'm gonna say.
No, I'm not scared. I'm not scared.
First
of all, hold on.
Between my
Hold
brother-in-law
on.
and my boo, they want me to shut
Hold
up.
on.
So I'ma shut up.
Pause. Because I was muzzled from the beginning of this podcast by my wife because she know how I get down on this podcast.
Okay.
She wanted me not to go extreme.
What's the extreme?
So we talk about sex and all types of shit.
You want to talk about that?
Oh my God! Look, she's
that part is different.
Oh, inappropriate. That's that
That
inappropriate.
part is inappropriate. These people are married, and I'm not going to discuss that.
I just
but
said
I'm gonna
I
say
talk
this.
about it.
When it comes to,
I talk about it.
Easter egg hunt.
I
She
will
want-
talk about sex. There, my man.
'Cause
is here, and he
let's
gonna
go
be
back.
Like, she don't even
But
like
we're
sex,
on the
so we can't do that.
So
We talk about everything, bro. Like topics like transgenders and wait, hold on, real quick. I want to know what y'all think about Will and Jada's relationship.
I think this. I think
Oh my
that
God.
we in life have no. I don't know about Will. I know as much as about Will and Jada's marriage than I know about my sister and my brother-in-law's marriage.
You know a
People
lot.
are married. We are talking about full-grown adults. You don't know what's going on in their marriage.
Okay.
They're going to tell you
Let me
what they want
readdress.
you to know.
Let me readdress the question.
Please do, because you got the right one.
Let me readdress the question. Wait, hold on. Before you even answer, Will, I'm gonna readdress the question.
I'm just took the mic from her.
Okay, all right. So, what do you think about Will defending Jada at that moment?
My Will would defend me
Are
every
you
day.
talking about the incident?
Yeah, the incident. What happened?
What
So
do I
you would
think?
want a man to walk up there and smack the dude?
No, I think it's inappropriate.
I think that my Will would not be inappropriate, but I've seen. You're talking about Will Smith, and I'm talking about my Will. I've seen my Will defend me in a way that I was surprised by. It was not inappropriate, but everybody in the room knew what it was. Remember when it's karaoke? So I,
Oh my God.
that wasn't for everybody. But I was just saying, I feel like as a man, I have a will. I have my own will, and I have my daddy, and I have my granddaddy, and I have my brother-in-law, and I got my other brother-in-laws, and I got my uncles, and I know how they are about their wives. Y'all may not do stupid stuff like that, but y'all also are not doggone 5-star celebrities, right? You're going to respect where you are, but you're also not going to disrespect your wife. Drake.
No, but what I'm
You
saying,
would not
that ain't even.
disrespect your wife.
That's not what I'm talking about.
asking
Disrespect. How
He
is
said about the relationship.
the relationship? Because there was
So,
no.
But what
He didn't.
What aspect of the
So
relationship
so
are you
so
asking about?
wait. So are you saying he disrespected Jada because
No.
he slapped him?
No, at all. I think
What you
that
talking-
he was.
then where did
I
he
think that
disrespect
he
her?
may. I think that Will may have been out of bounds, but I think that also I don't know what's going on in their relationship. That's why I said what I said. If something pops
I was just
off,
trying to figure out how you was talking about disrespect.
Listen, Will, Drake. If something happens in our relationship and my Will tell somebody, don't disrespect my woman.
I think you're jumping the gun on what
Yeah,
you're talking
yeah.
about, 'cause you talking about what the action. You talking about the action that he took when he. No. Listen, no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that his question was, "What do we feel about Will and Jada's relationship?" He
And my
never
answer
talked
was,
about.
we
He
don't
never.
know.
He never. Right, but he
Okay,
never asked
okay, let me-
about the Chris Rock situation. Y'all,
He
you're talking about
may
Chris Rock.
have been. I don't know Will and Jada's relationships. Like I just.
On TV, he was out of
I'm
line.
talking
As
about
I was just saying,
Okay,
I
let me
don't
help
know.
it out.
Hey,
Let me
you
help
gonna
it
have
out
to-
some
you
more.
gonna have to reel it in.
How they project it? How they project it?
I
Because
don't care about white people and what they project. What I'm saying
They
is
black.
this: if my
no,
man
I'm talking about what they
tell
what,
you,
No, what Jada does.
right,
So
right. We don't know what Jada do.
Yes, she
you
do-
know what Jada showed you on TV.
but
What I'm
that's
saying is
that's
this.
the bad part.
Right.
That's the bad
That's
part.
what y'all
It-
taking as bad.
I'm
But
confused at what we're
Listen,
talking about.
just
right now. So are we
listen.
talking-
You're
are we-
not listening at
Yeah,
all.
'cause
You're
I-
just talking.
I'm
So,
sorry, you're right.
What are
I'm
we?
sorry.
What are
I
we
was
talking
wrong.
about? Are
I
we
thought
talking
that my
about?
dad would look out for me.
Listen, are we? I'm trying to understand what the question
What
is.
I'm saying
Yeah,
is
that's
this.
what I'm trying to explain.
Because
She-
what we,
let her say what she's saying.
What I'm saying is this: if we're in a relationship, you're right. I don't know nothing. I'm gonna shut up.
no,
No, you just said we were in a relationship. What? I want to hear what you said.
Nothing. Y'all know them people relationship.
I'm not saying I know. I'm asking a question.
I don't know what Will and Jada talking about at their house.
Way in the world.
What I'm saying
No
is
way.
this.
Allow Will to get up there.
But
And
there is
there's-
no way Will would
But is
not
that what we're
do
talking
that
about, or we're
unless
talking
Will
about?
had to.
I didn't think that's what we were
I
talking
know
about because
my
I don't think that was the
will.
question.
That's all I tell people. I know my will.
Right.
If Will went and talked to somebody and said, "Don't disrespect my wife," behind the scenes, we
From
don't
the
know
get-go?
we don't know what Will Smith has told Chris Rock. That's the thing. Y'all don't know them people marriage, and all I said was this.
So,
My
but that
sister's
wasn't
married.
the question,
My
though.
friends
We're not
are
even
married.
talking
I
about
don't know
that
what's going on
situation.
in their relationship. It may be something may pop off, and Drake may tell somebody, "Don't talk to my wife," and then they may talk to his wife, and Drake may pop off. We don't know that Drake told that man yesterday, "Don't say nothing to his wife." I just felt like this. I've looked at
Why are we
three
talking about that?
different
That's not what the
instances.
question was. We're not
Okay,
even
you're
talking
right.
about.
So
We're
all
not
I'm
even
saying
talking
is
about that
you're right.
situation.
That's
We're
why I said
talking
I'm
about.
shut up.
You're talking about the
Right.
thing
He
that happened
shouldn't
on
have said
TV.
nothing.
We're
We
talking
knew-
about the thing.
We
that's-
knew everything about their relationship, and it shouldn't have happened. Right.
No, that's not what I'm
That
saying.
wasn't the question.
So what I'm saying is, they got a whole thing. Because one thing about Will and Jada, they, despite what you say, they put their relationship out there.
They have an open relationship.
That's why they.
But
No,
they
I'm not.
never told us that.
Yeah, they.
They never said flat out we have an open relationship.
I'm
Will
not-
himself said, "Okay, I'm gonna shut up."
I'm not talking about sexually. Okay, I'm talking about what they project out. Red table talk. We'll literally sit there and cry because of what was expressed. They expressed their whole relationship. So you and Jada had her faults because what Will did.
Right.
Okay, so but what I'm saying is their relationship where it gets to the point where at first it was joking, and then she gives him a look and he feels as if he has to defend his wife.
You're right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what do you think about that feeling? Because I mean, it could be some pressure built up. Like,
You're right. I've never been married. I don't know. I just in my mind, I just thought
it has to do with marriage. It doesn't
in
have.
my mind,
It's just
I
a
thought
relationship.
that I felt like before you and Tyra would sit down and have a conversation, y'all would talk about that conversation. That's all I
It's not
thought.
even about that. It's
I
about
just
him
felt-
running on stage and embarrassing.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't even a conversation. It was just about okay. Like, I could be, since you keep using me and Tyra, I could be sitting right there, and somebody can say something bad about me, and Tyra may laugh,
Right.
and she's not looking at me, but then when she looks over at me, she sees I have a sad face,
Right.
and her reaction can be like, "I need to defend my man,"
Right.
and she may get up and beat the bitch ass.
Absolutely.
So in that case, I may be like, damn, why she do that? But if she feels she gotta do that, did I make her feel that way? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. That's why I was asking. What do you think about it?
I can't comment. Y'all all married. I never been married. I can't.
It's not,
say nothing.
it's not necessarily about being married. It's not being about being married. But all right, you done, Will?
Huh?
You done?
I'm just listening, man. I have no idea what we're talking about right now.
Okay. I want you to answer the question.
Okay.
Okay. What do you think about that situation?
What situation? We talking about
Like
what happened, or
Not
are we
just
talking
what
about
happened.
just
I'm
in
just
general,
talking
Will and-
about
Will and Jada.
Will and Jada. Like,
Relationship.
yeah, because this is why we got to talk about it. Because as soon as we talk about it, my show goes up to the feet because that's
Yeah.
one of the topics.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
So,
it's like with sports shows.
do
You always
I-
got to talk about
right,
LeBron.
right. So what do I think about their relationship? Is that the question?
Yeah. So
I mean, I don't have a thought about their relationship. I mean, their relationship.
Typical
right. Their
civilian.
relationship is their relationship. You know what I mean? All we know is what
happened?
what we think we know. You know what I mean? We know what has been leaked. We know maybe some things that come out in
What they say.
their show or what Jada's YouTube or whatever that show that she has that she does. I don't know what
Red Table Talk.
platform that she does it on, but we listen to people listen to that and maybe she says that they have an open relationship or whatever, or they deduce from the conversations that are held on that platform that they are in an open relationship. But at the end of the day, we don't know exactly what's happening.
Oh, we definitely don't know
behind closed doors or what is actually happening in their relationship.
They only let us know what they want.
Right.
What they
so
want
I mean, they can hate each other.
Yeah.
And we wouldn't know. You know,
That's what I'm
or they could love each other and just are different. You know,
So
and want to be and believe that relationships should not be confined to just one man, one woman, or you know, a traditional what we call traditional relationships. Think about all of the different relationships that are out there now.
Yeah.
I mean, there's people believe
polygamy,
not polygamy, but polyamory or
something like that. You know,
whatever the word is.
Yeah.
People believe in that, and that's
now one thing I seen.
Now,
one thing I seen, Will kind of snapped on her when she went viral. She did a little live video because she was promoting Red Table Talk, and her doctor was coming, and he snapped because she was videotaping him, and he said, "I told you I use my social media as one of my major platforms. You can't just be videotaping me." Like, he was for real mad.
Right.
But despite all that, I have a personal beef with Jada.
You have a personal beef with her?
Personal beef.
Why?
Because she using my dog Fame to get big.
So
this why. Let me explain my reason why. Okay. It's a bullshit personal beef. I don't really hate the woman.
No, right,
you know what I'm saying? It's just some funny shit I made up. Okay, so
we had the same conversation.
What did she know?
I had the same conversation with my woman.
What is she known for?
She had one movie.
And that wasn't even a big hit.
Set it off.
It wasn't even that big of a hit.
It wasn't that big a hit.
It wasn't even that big of a hit.
You know,
and another Low Down Dirty Shame. Low Down Dirty Shame. She was in that.
She's in a couple of things, but
not a big ticket though.
She's not Halle.
She's not Will
Smith.
She's not Will Smith, bro.
She's not Will Smith, and she's not Halle. She's not any of those leading ladies.
But she wants to be the queen of this and that. Like when she was protesting the Oscars, that's what a lot of celebrities were saying, but they didn't want to say it despite of Will.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like.
And
like,
so
how you demanding us to protest?
So is your thought that she put him in that situation?
That's what I'm saying.
You think that
she puts Wills in a lot of bad situations
because that's his wife, and maybe
not just because
I'm saying
because he loves her.
Right, he loves her, so she plays on his soft side or his emotional.
Because she loves. If Tupac was here, Jada will be with Tupac. I guarantee you that. She would not be with Will. She said it to him when on the thing. She said, "I love Tupac more than I love him."
I didn't know that. I know that her and Tupac did.
Man, Tupac wrote a poem to her. Man, I'm telling you, man. I'm just saying that's just my personal beef. What is Jada known for?
This picture Tyra thought she tagged me in.
Oh.
Oh my God, names everywhere. All right,
names everywhere.
So we gonna wrap it up. Oh my God, I look stoned. Friday the guy. Do I look high? Why you?
Oh, this was today. This is awesome today.
Babe.
What happened?
I don't know. But we live.
We live and what's going on? We having all kinds of different conversations. What's up?
Man. All right. We finna wrap it up. I appreciate this special podcast I did with the fam. Any last words?
Hey man, we appreciate you letting us participate in your podcast, and we can chop it up again,
Most definitely. I gotta have y'all do that again because y'all was definitely talkative.
Probably when we not drinking.
Oh man, we only drink it when we do it. This was funny. We got deep, and then we got relaxed, then we got deep again. It was cool. All right, we signing out. Any last words? You want to say anything?
Say
you sure?
Say something. You've been talking
say a scripture. Jesus wept.
Prayer.
Jesus
Yeah,
wept.
prayer.
There's something.
Say something. So you gotta say something.
You got something to say?
Come on.
Jesus wept.
Oh my God.
For real.
Amen.
Bet you got something to say. She said no. That's what she said. All right, thanks for listening to the greatest show in the world.
The spillover.
You already know.
Ooh, you make a mess.
Who was that? Was it Ty? Was it Ty?
That's my favorite.